It's the 4th of July. We're celebrating our independence. From what? Is this about independence away? Is this about turning away from God? Is that what they're celebrating? What happened in 1776? Was that when the Statue of Liberty was released out of hell from its chains? Is it about Apollo? Is it about the devil? Is it about the Hellfire Club? All these guys celebrating that they had like a new evil empire, and the Emperor and Darth Vader and Benjamin Franklin and everybody was there. And I don't know. It could be. It probably today is some kind of evil holiday. It seems like all of our like this is like a national holiday. Maybe different countries have a day they celebrate that. Some form of independence. It's Bastille Day. What's that mean in France? I don't know. But do they have a Canadian Independence Day? Forgive my ignorance. But the video that I originally had scheduled for today was, hey, Hollywood's over. You can see, like me and a lot of other people said probably back in 2016, they're not going to stop. They're just going to keep giving you the kind of movies you don't want. And they go like, you know, first wave feminism, second wave, all these different waves of feminism they have. Now we're in what's called the crimson wave of feminism. And it's bloody and it's a mess. And women can do everything. As of 4th of July, they just released a Jurassic Park movie, and Scarlett Johansson's supposed to be the leader of a team of like mercs or something that's going in there to hunt dinosaurs, and everybody hates it. Whatever that's about. I know it's something about Scarlett Johansson, and she's cute. It's supposed to be some kind of leader of a team, and she's tough as nails. Probably. I don't know. I saw the first 2 Jurassic Park movies, and then maybe part of the third one was the dinosaur in New York or something, and Jeff Goldblum was there. I don't watch these movies. I don't like Jurassic Park. The first one was neat. We had never seen that before. You know, new technology utilized. If whatever was good about Jurassic Park, it probably had something to do with, was it Industrial Light and Magic and Phil Tippett? That was probably the thing that made that movie good. You know, and Spielbucks, the premier schlockmeister. So I thought the video that would be released for today, because this one's switching that video out. The video that was going to be released was, hey, the movies are terrible, and then we have the technology put in our hands, so you and maybe just one other friend, or you yourself, if you have the time, can make your own movies and shows and short films, and you're limited only by your own creativity and who you can round up to be in them. And you know, we all have become a bit of a wit with our phones, which is a camera. So you see people being bad, doing cringe TikToks, and then maybe they keep at it if they don't get humiliated away, and then they get better at it. And then you can see the internet's been here long enough, ruining our lives, that you can see people try a bunch of different ways to become internet famous, which is the way to become famous now. I mean, we don't need Hollywood anymore. It's still here. They still have all the money to pump into their magic spells and their programming to program us, whether it's TV or movies or streaming TV movies. Well, now we have the same technology in our hands. We're limited only by our own creativity, as I just said. So I did a whole video on like, hey, we can make the stuff that we always wanted. And we could even be the talent, because we don't need, like, oh, how am I ever going to get a famous actor to be in my movie? We don't need them anymore, because you can see people practicing as they grow up online, trying on different, I'm going to be an alpha male tuber guy, I'm going to be a red pill guy. Then he goes into politics, and then he, you know, maybe, you know what I mean? There's these different genres of content, and people try them out to see, oh, he did toy collecting videos, or she did makeup tutorials, then she did gardening videos. First she was an emo girl, now she's a trad wife with tattoos, and she's getting the tattoos laserized or blacked out. And there's all these different things that people can try to be. oh, they were a bread tuber, now they're a VTuber, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to keep naming different, I guess you would call it genres of content making, because we got them, right? I don't know who's defining these things. Let me, loosely define it today off the top of my head. So now we can make stuff. We can make whatever we want. So I did a whole video that, like, yay, like, rah rah, let's make, maybe not me, but you, let's make stuff, because we have the technology of a whole movie studio on our phone, and we have the assistance of AI. We can be like Solomon, and we can summon the demons, the daemons rather. The daemons are little getters that go get the information, that steal from everybody else's files online, and they collate. The demons they're called daemons. They're Daemons. They go out and they get the information and they compile it into thumbnails for your videos with 6 fingers, and everything looks like demonic and possessed, or like an airbrush painting, and that's your AI thumbnails and AI videos that are creepy and weird. And they're getting even better, and all the scams that they have, tricking old people whose vision are bad. And they're like, oh, look, I thought that was Trump's son was singing. I remember that one. That's like earlier in the year. There was this horrible, looked like Ron English painting. It looked like a painting. And they had Barron Trump singing. And like, do you believe his voice? And it sounded like auto-tune or something. It was awful. But people believed it. They were like, wow, I didn't know that Barron Trump could sing. And it's not real. So I've been thinking that, okay, like they made a new Jurassic Park movie, and it's just, they're not going to stop with all the agendas. Like people said back, and I was one of them back in like 2016. I said, oh, they're just not going to stop. They're just going to do what BlackRock said, and they said it doesn't matter what they want. You just keep giving them the same thing and inundate them and hammer them over the head with the same thing, and just keep plowing through with what we tell you to. So they had the new Jurassic Park movie, to give an example, and it's Scarlett Johansson, and she's the tough as nail leader of a group of dino mercs or whatever. They're hunting down dinosaurs. And anyway, the reviews are out. People hate that movie. I'm not a fan of Jurassic Park. I don't care about dinosaurs. I remember seeing the bones in a museum, and then somebody said, those aren't really the dinosaur bones, those are castings of the bones. And that was somebody who worked at the museum told me that. And I think I was like 13 years old. And I was like, so where are the real bones? And then they said they were full of radiation or something. And I'm like, okay. So maybe now you have different opinions about what dinosaurs are. This isn't a video about dinosaurs. This is a video about movies. And they stink. And it's part of destroying the culture. If you have a culture of people who love movies and cinema, SINEMA, or you can do it cinema if you want. So it's programming, and the programming is, we're gonna, like J.J. Abrams said, we're gonna make you feel uncomfortable. When the first Star Wars movie he directed, was it The Force Awakens? He said, we're gonna make a lot of you guys feel uncomfortable, and he was like attacking the men. Yeah, well, that's all movies. It all makes us feel uncomfortable. Women don't like it. Kids don't like it. It's programming, and it stinks. And they keep like, let's do a live-action CG version of all of our Disney classic movies of all the princesses and stuff. So they keep churning them out. They did Little Mermaid, and the people don't like them. They did Snow White, and and none of them work. The Lion King, they hated it. And so they just keep making them. It doesn't matter whether you like it or not. So, my thought was, well, the word is out. Everybody, makes fun of movies online, as predicted by Kevin Smith in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Remember? They go to movies. And it doesn't matter if you've never seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. In that movie, they go to McDonald's, basically. And they go online, because they have free online at McDonald's, and then Ben Affleck tells them, not in McDonald's, he tells them that everybody goes online to trash movies. Yeah, that's everybody. It can be a tweet, it can be on any platform, it can be a funny GIF, it can be a meme picture, and everybody trashes movies because they stink, because what it's really about is destroying the culture. So now we have the tools within our hands, the tools of a movie studio, where we can be the ones that go out and make the movies. We're limited only by our own creativity and who we can rope into it. And maybe we shouldn't be doing that either. I'm starting to get respect for stand-up comedy, which I've trashed over and over again. I said, hey, comedians doing podcasts and riffing is funnier than them going up on stage with the rote rehearsed material. You can still come up with material and then practice it, but we're making so much content, lots of people are making so much content that makes you better at it. Like, you couldn't get into an open mic every night of the week, depending on where you live or what your lifestyle was like. But you can't come home from work, and I know that everything is expensive now and stuff, but you can come home from work or be at work even and make content. Your content can be a tweet, it can be Instagram, it can be a meme photo. You can do all these things on your phone. I mean, they make movies on iPhones now. Wasn't the 28 years later? That movie is 28 years ago? No, it couldn't have been. That wasn't. So anyway, they made a movie 28 years later, and that was all shot on the latest version of the iPhone or whatever, right? So, and then they did that one about the trans guy or whatever. What is it called? Oh, it was about a gay guy, and they made it on an iPhone. Tangerine, I think it was called, or whatever. I never saw it. I don't care about that. I never saw 28 years later. I don't care about it. But anyway, iPhone, they're making movies professionally on an iPhone, and then they put them in the theaters. So now we can do this too. And I had a whole video about that, but I'm thinking, which is the impetus for this very video I'm making right now, that maybe we shouldn't be making videos, which brings me back to the whole thing of respect for comedians. There's something to be said about the immediacy, about getting on stage in front of a bunch of people and the only thing there is yourself. And I was thinking about what I'll call the science of imagery, or you could call it sorcery. Movies are images. A meme picture is an image. Words put together by the creativity of the person putting the words together could be a form of image making. You're making images with words. People read the words and they think things. You put pictures and words together. And let's think about what movies used to be. We have digital film. We have digital and we have film. And my food's done. We have digital and we have film. And both these things are taking pictures. So they call it moving pictures. Movies are moving pictures. Whether they're digital or they're shot on the alchemy of celluloid, which is like animal fat or something, right? So they're still pictures. They're images, right? Like if you take a frame of digital video, or you take a frame from a movie film stock, or a frame of a movie, they're pictures that are shot. That's why there's a difference between 24 frames per second and things being shot on film. There literally are moving pictures. They take a picture, and so many pictures are taken in rapid succession that when it puts together, that's the quality of film. And there's a lot of people talk about how there's like a dreamy quality of film, and I'm like, yeah, that's magic and witchcraft and sorcery, because you're taking an image. So it makes me think of like graven images. We weren't supposed to like make idols and worship them, but we have the matinee idol, right? We have the movie star. We have maybe the end of the age of a movie star. Now we have influencers. They influence us through internet content. And some people, higher profile influencers online have better quality of like they have better cameras and production value, they call it. So I was like, well, everybody knows that the Hollywood movies stink from complaining about them, as predicted again by the Jay and Silent Bob movie. So now we're the ones. The tools are in our hands. We can make whatever we want. Now we can make all the great works that we were never going to see because movies and Hollywood and music industry and Puff Daddy and all this stuff satanic. And also they had the verdict for the Puff Daddy case, or P. Diddy rather. See how old I am? I'm still calling him Puff Daddy. They had the ruling for the P. Diddy case, and basically he got away. He got away with it. So we'll see how that narrative plays out, because I thought, oh, they're sacrificing everybody up. P. Diddy will go down and all those other people with him. But nope. No, it's just a part of the demoralization campaign or whatever. I mean, that guy was willing to do anything for the devil, so the devil's like, well, I'm the prince down here. So he's like, not the prince of peace, but prince of the air. So, and, you know, hey, music is, you know, that goes out over the airwaves, right? All those musicians co-opted into their devil's deal because of Diddy, and he got away with it. And then people are like, well, he probably won't even see jail time, or he'll have some kind of light slap on the wrist. But everybody's been talking trash about him. Like, we can talk about this now? So many people have been talking about all the... he's basically worships the devil, and he drinks blood and all this stuff that they say. And he's... all the awful things he's accused of, and he got away with it. So... but it doesn't change that people are complaining about the media and they don't like it and they know that it's BS. So, you know, now we can, because it's easier than ever before, just use your phone and we can make content, and it can be the stuff that they were never going to give us because the whole of it was evil, which is why I brought Diddy into this. The whole of entertainment is evil. It's always been a casting couch, and worse. And the movie stars are all probably Freemasons and all this stuff, if you want to go down that road. And it's all part of some club, and you're not invited. And if you want to join the club, it's going to cost you your dignity, maybe even your soul, and you're going to have to be compromised in some way. And that's the story, like Katy Perry said that she sold her soul to the devil. Bob Dylan said he made a deal with the evil one, and so many Kanye West said that he sacrificed his mom, and all the crazy stuff that he's just bonkers now, and the demons got him. So your celebrities are nuts, and you know, like, congratulations, you're showing your boobs to the world, you know, whoever it is. You know, your famous hot stars with the cleavage and all this stuff. So, and it all stinks. I've done videos for years, and you know this if you've been subscribed to my channel. Sorry the videos aren't there anymore. This part of the reason that I took them down has something to do with the content of this video. I had to rethink about how I'm coming at making videos, and also maybe recant on trashing stand-up so bad, because it's direct. But all these things are images, whether it's with words or moving pictures. It's images, and the alchemy of images, we're working with the words. And I was like, maybe we shouldn't be doing all this stuff, because for years I made the videos where I said, oh, your music is terrible. What do you like? Oh, they're the worst. You like the Rolling Stones? I never liked them. They're awful. What's your favorite movie? That's a horrible franchise. Do you realize that Anakim Skywalker he's the Anakim from the Bible? I have a video coming out on that. Not about Star Wars, but about, well, more Bible things. So I have to let that go. I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought. I just complained about everything. I've been complaining about everything for years. All the movies are trash. Your pop culture. I became the man without a pop culture. For a while, that was my channel, was the man without a pop culture. And it's all trash, and it's all programming you. From its inception, it was called TV programming, television programming. And as I saw in somebody's video, tell lies programming, tell lies vision. It's lying to you. It's fake. It's all a fantasy. It's not true. None of it's true. None of it's real. So I had a video scheduled for today that I moved. Maybe it'll come out. Maybe I need to edit it or put disclaimers on it. I don't know if I believe this stuff anymore. What do you think about it? But I was thinking, they've given us so much movies and they use it to entertain us. And if you look up the definition of entertain, it's ingrained in my brain. It means to teneer, to hold, to amuse or divert or distract. I've had that memorized for years because I was surprised when I found out that that's what entertainment meant. It meant it's something to amuse or divert or distract, to hold our attention. To teneer, to hold our attention. It's a diversion. So it's one thing to make informational content about the world that we live in, and there's only so much of that even I can stand. I want to be able to be amused or diverted sometimes too. I don't want to always be thinking about negative things and just complaining about everything, because it's part of the reason I had like a burnout on watching content. But the video that was supposed to go up for today was about, hey, now we can make whatever we want and we have the tools. But I don't know what we should be making. And, but what we've made is evil. A lot of it. And that's why I made so many videos trashing it. I said the music sucks, the movies are all terrible. I don't even watch movies anymore. I have like a video library. I have like my own Blockbuster video with all kinds of cool stuff that you'd probably like. And I have files on external hard drives of stuff I clip grabbed over the years of movies that I don't even have DVDs of. And I have all this cool stuff, except that I don't even watch it. And I don't know if we should be making that stuff. So it's a question that I don't have an answer to. And maybe I might end the video with this question. Like Jeff Goldblum said in Jurassic Park, well, we can, but maybe we shouldn't. Remember that? We can make dinosaurs, but maybe we shouldn't. I'm saying that as well. We can make movies and fantasies, and we can conjure up really cool AI-generated stuff, really interesting. Did you ever see the trailer, Arnold Schwarzenegger in Star Wars? That's really neat, right? It's violent. But that's what tweaking with AI can do. Having the AI daemons work with the person to make something, like Solomon worked with demons to get things done. I don't know if we should be doing that. It didn't turn out good for Solomon, and he had everything and he regretted it. And I try not to use AI thumbnails. I think I've only ever done it once or twice in the past. And or at least willingly, maybe I used AI thumbnail, didn't even know it. But usually you can tell. The uncanny valley is uncanny because our danger alarm's supposed to go off, that we see a thing, we're like, that's not natural, there's something not right about that. And I think that maybe there's something not right about making movies or pop music. And I don't listen to pop music. I mean, you hear the soundtrack to my videos. Most of the time it doesn't have words in it, if ever they have words in it anymore. Yeah, we make music, that's okay. Yeah, we make videos. I don't think everybody that's making movies or shows or videos is going to go to hell for doing it. I don't think that they're evil for doing that. But I just don't know what I think about it. So the video that was supposed to go up for today was, now we can make whatever we want. We can make the stuff that they were never going to give us. All right? Like even before people went into propaganda mode, socialism, communism, Marxism mode, where all the movies have the message in it, and the message is the message that BlackRock gave them, if I may say it like that. We can do whatever we want, but maybe we shouldn't. What do you think about that? I'm going to end it here.